What's up, guys? I'm here with Timothy, and we are going to do a full discussion video on Cobra Kai. Warning, there will be spoilers. If you have not seen this, first of all, go watch my review. The link will be in the description below. If you have not seen Cobra Kai in its entirety, I highly recommend you stop watching this video, go watch that first, and then come back here and see what we have to say about it. Once again, spoilers all over this. It's nothing but spoilers from here on out because we want to talk about Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Super fucking excited about Cobra Kai. Yeah. So many good things happen in Cobra Kai. So we're going to jump right into it because you've been warned. Third warning before we say anything. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. I'm huge on people spoiling and posting spoilers online and shit without giving fair warning. So this is your fair warning. And if Jordan did his job right, and I know he did, I guarantee you he put something at the beginning of the video said warning, spoilers. I don't know if you guys heard that, if the mic's picking it up, but there's actually a woodpecker out there being an asshole while we're trying to film.
Just giving it all.
It's 9:30 at night. I don't know if woodpeckers have like a certain time of day they like to sleep, but this guy basically said, fuck that. You're filming, I'm pecking wood. So, okay, Cobra Kai. You want to start? What do you got to say about it?
Very good show. Very good show. It was very well done. The simple. I liked how they kept going back to the original
flashbacks from the original. Right.
But just like in the bar when Johnny's like, "Oh, you had pizza or pasta all over your face," and he's like, yes. "It wasn't on my face. It was on his chest,
and it burned." Yeah. Then he starts laughing.
Yeah.
So Cobra Kai, if
real.
You didn't watch my video, my review video, I touch on a few things. I'm going to touch on them again now because either sometimes you got the notification or you just didn't watch it and care to watch, whatever. It's set 34 years later, set modern day. And the original film is set in 1984, filmed in 1983, whatever. We're huge Karate Kid fans, me and Tim. Okay, always. It's one of those movies that charge us up every time it was on TV. That and Rocky. After we watched those movies, we would all just start fighting because we're idiots, right? So it's set 34 years later. It actually opens with the last kick from the end of the first film, okay, where Daniel does the crane technique, kicks Johnny in the face, he wins the tournament. Did you know, I don't know if you knew this, I was listening to watching an interview with the writers and whatnot, and a lot of that stuff, like the only thing that was filmed for that opening was the part where he's laying on the ground with the overhead shot. Everything else they said was like different angles and stuff that were just never used in the original film. So they were able to get a hold of
stock footage,
old footage. Right. Okay. They were able to get a hold of old footage. So the first episode, it starts on Johnny. And he's in his apartment. It's a rundown apartment. And this is the thing. The entire thing is almost like role reversal with the two, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because in the original,
Yes. You got Johnny being down in the dumps, and LaRusso, who is on top of his game. He's a wealthy car salesman. He's selling nothing but premium cars,
high-end cars, Audis,
yes.
BMWs, things of that nature.
Yeah.
He owns several dealerships. Thank you. Yes, called LaRusso Auto.
Yeah. And
Johnny's down in his dump. He lives in a bullshit, crappy ass apartment. He drives a crappy ass car. And again, it's role reversal because in the original, it was Daniel who lived in a crap apartment, had no car, he had a stupid bike. I hate this stupid bike. And Johnny was rich. Okay, he grew up in Encino, in the hills, they called it, right? Because that's where Allie lived.
With an eye.
Allie with an eye, right.
Yeah.
I kind of like that they took that angle with it. It's almost like, okay, this is kind of unexpected. And the deal is, as the show progresses, when they're doing the different flashbacks and whatnot, this is what I really like about it. They give you flashbacks of Johnny as a child. Yeah. So you get some insight to Johnny Lawrence and who Johnny Lawrence is. In the original film, it's just like, oh, this guy's an asshole.
Right.
You know? he wasn't always like that.
No. This really humanity.
They give him emotion.
Yes,
they make him human is what they do.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they do. They make him human.
Yeah, relatable and everything else. He's not just a complete asshole. He's a matter of circumstance. It's
that's the perfect explanation.
Yeah,
because basically all his money came from his stepdad.
Yeah,
and you find that out early on. His stepdad actually shows up at one point and is like, here's a check. I'm buying you out of my life. I told your mom I'd always take care of you, but enough is enough. And at this point, 34 years later, Johnny Lawrence in the film was 17 years old, right? Because he had to have been 17, because under 18.
Yes.
All Valley Tournament.
Yes, under 18, yes. Yes.
Foreshadowing right there.
Yep.
Is what we're
yes.
doing.
Okay.
We'll get to that in a minute. But... So he was 17 years old. His mom has passed away at this point. So 34 years later, that makes him, 51? If my math is right, off the top of my head?
Yeah, we'll say that.
51.
Yeah, 51.
I'm right.
Okay,
I'm 51. So here his stepdad is still taking care of his stepson because he promised his mom. So I guess good on him. But the reality of it is, this guy was just a dick. Like he's a lot of the reason Johnny... Well, one went to karate in the first place, found Cobra Kai and started training with Cobra Kai. And a lot of the reason he is the way he is as he's older, he was basically, and he even says this in the show, he pretty much went home every night and was picked on.
Right, exactly, yes.
Right?
Yes.
Talked down to, degraded, whatever. Found Cobra Kai, found something he was good at. He was obviously the best student.
Yes.
And from there, you hang around the wrong people, like, Dutch. Dutch was a pretty big... To a lot of degrees, I think Dutch might have been worse than Johnny,
yes,
truth be told.
I think anyways.
I know you think. We've had this conversation.
Yes.
So, he basically grew up being an asshole to other people to kind of compensate for him being treated like an asshole by his stepdad.
Yeah, shit fucking rolls downhill,
Right. And unfortunately for Daniel... Wrong place, wrong time. He tried to scam on his squirrel.
And he rolled down the hill.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Perfect timing,
Another thing I like is Daniel and Johnny's side. You only had Daniel's side of it all. And then you got Johnny's side of it all. Yes. And even 34 years later, Daniel does exaggerate things. He says he was thrown off of a cliff when, it's his mom who...
Oh, yeah, by the way,
is the original cameo. Yes, the mom is the original mom. And she's like, oh, that was a hill. And his kids are like, hill? You said it was a cliff. So yeah, that's another thing. They got the important actors who made Karate Kid part of what it is,
Honestly, someone, let me try to find her name, but the mom, Daniel's mom in the first Karate Kid film, I mean, really in every Karate Kid film, but you only see her in the first. You hear her voice in the second.
Yeah.
Right?
No, you see her in the second.
No, you don't see her in the second.
She's taking care of Uncle Lou, right?
Oh, yeah, you do see her for like 2 seconds. You're right.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, you're good. No.
Okay.
Karate Kid kicks ass. I'm just saying.
It was very nice seeing her cameo as her original character. Her name is Randy Heller, but she didn't need to be there.
No, she didn't.
For Cobra Kai to work, the two main people that needed to be there really are William Zabka, who plays Johnny, and Ralph Macchio, who plays Daniel LaRusso.
Right.
And they're there. Everybody else who shows up at this point, in my opinion, is bonus. You know what I mean? That's just straight bonus. Anyone else who shows up. Obviously, Pat Morita. I mean, he's passed away in real life actually, and they wrote him deceased in Cobra Kai as well. He's not showing up other than old footage from the original movie.
Right. Which I mean, if shit, he'd be like 90 something. 100 something. He had to be dead. You're
not wrong.
He had to be dead.
Right. He had to be dead.
Yeah. Which is kudos for the people that put this thing together. They also did a Hot Tub Time Machine, right?
Hot Tub Time Machine. Harold and Kumar. They did at least 2 of the guys wrote on 2 or 3 of those films. A couple of other things, but those 2 were the biggest ones that they did. Actually, weren't we watching Guantanamo Bay earlier?
Yeah. But kudos for them. They got the actors that needed to be there, but they went that extra mile and got the original mom, and the original Kreese. You know?
Oh, you're jumping that spoiler.
I mean, okay.
Okay, might as well. Very last episode. Very last episode after the tournament, and we're going to get to the tournament here in a minute.
Oh.
But after the tournament, Johnny's in the dojo, and obviously you guys, I'm sure, know at this point the thing is that Johnny reopened the Cobra Kai dojo.
Yes.
Under the Cobra Kai name.
Okay.
That's the important thing, right? John Kreese comes in, and you see this shadow, this silhouette of a man. He's smoking on a cigar, and then he slowly walks into the light. And like, I gotta be honest, I knew.
As soon
as I saw him, I knew
his profile, his voice, everything.
Yeah. But the thing is, Johnny actually says in the show at one point, John Kreese is dead.
Right.
Okay, and I think he says that. When he goes up in front of the board to get Cobra Kai reinstated. Because Cobra Kai
had a lifetime ban on
a lifetime ban, basically,
Yeah.
because of that, not that last tournament, but actually be the tournament from Karate Kid 3.
Yeah, from Barnes.
From Barnes.
Yeah, and
Mike
Terry
Barnes,
Silver, yeah.
right, which, by the way, so today we saw a teaser, literally fucking tease, the Cobra Kai logo, Season 2, 2019, so that's going to be a thing.
Yeah.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
There's rumors that the guy who played Mike Barnes is going to reprise his role as Mike Barnes.
He's went on the record in saying that he would be interested in it. He thinks or he would be on board if they gave him the opportunity. On top of that, his Facebook page, you know, like he got some "Your Karate's a Joke" and his page, face whatever, he's like on the magazine cover. I mean, one, good for him if he's not capitalizing on this. Through merchandise, I mean, he's an idiot.
I mean, but he should be, right?
Yeah, he is. He's selling shirts and whatnot. So good for him. And he's all about the Cobra Kai, you know. And whether he reprises his role or not.
So his name was Sean Kanan, Kanan, and this guy's not a nobody. This guy is in like Days of Our Lives, or General Hospital, or something like that. It's not like he just did this one thing and did nothing else. Exactly. No, this dude he's continued to work. But this begs the question. Who else are we going to see? Are we going to see Terry Silver? What do you think?
He owns Cobra Kai. He is the owner of Cobra Kai.
Technically, yes, he is the owner of that brand and whatnot. Technically speaking, because of the third film.
Right. We got Kreese, right?
Okay.
Well, Kreese saved Terry's life. You know, where Kreese is, you're going to have Terry. Okay? Why...
Damn woodpecker.
I know. Why wouldn't you have Terry Silver in there? He is the brand owner. Okay, he's the one who was gonna set up thousands of them.
Yep.
After the tournament in Part 3, but they never got that chance because LaRusso's kata. Which, if it was up to me, I would have just gotten the point. But anyways,
and that's the funny. Okay, not to get too off topic here. Right. Let's not get off topic. Because me and you both have taken martial arts. Anyone takes martial arts, in order to belt rank, to rank up with your belt, what do you have to know?
Kata.
You have to know katas. So all that shit that Daniel was doing at the end of the tournament scene in Karate Kid 3, that's a legit thing. Mike Barnes would have known that. He's sitting there acting like he had no fucking clue what was going on. Okay.
Someone just dropped him off in Bizarro Land, like he started speaking Portuguese and not knowing it. I mean, what the fuck, dude? Anyways.
At the same time, though, to be fair, everyone in Cobra Kai, in the Cobra Kai show, was a black belt after like 6 months of training. so there's that too, right?
Yeah.
Which that's another thing that was another fan theory. Like how could Daniel have possibly beat someone of Johnny's skill set after only just a few months of training? And it is only a few months, literally a few months of training. Matter of fact, best case scenario, we're at 2 full months, 8 full weeks of Daniel training. We're not going to get into that either, because that's a fan theory that I have.
Right.
Speaking of fan theories, though, I like how this show touches on those fan theories.
Yes. Okay? Like the kick to the face, the crane kick to the face. Johnny's like, that was an illegal kick.
Well, and talking about fan theories, there's fan theories out there, and people. This is one of those movies that people have just dissected the shit out of, right? That crane kick to the face, should not have counted as a point. Okay, and there's fan theories that are saying, well, look, per California, because the All Valley tournament was made up,
right?
But per basically most California tournament rules, kicks to the face like that, that hard without pulling your punch, you know what I mean, are illegal. And he even says that when they're in the dealership. He mentions, because Daniel's being a smartass with his buddies, like, oh, this is a guy who's ass kicked. Well, technically, I kicked his face. So that sparks that conversation.
Right,
yeah, I know, right? Johnny should have fucked him up. And Johnny goes, that kick was illegal.
Yeah.
So it's just that little like, and if you follow along, you get it. You know what I mean? And so then what does Daniel say after that?
What does he say?
He says after the kick, well, what about the elbow to the knee?
Right.
And then Johnny goes,
I got a warning. You got the win. You know,
exactly.
Yeah. Speaking of the fucking Miguel.
He
does the crane kick
right at the beginning of the
and he got the point. He did get the point,
right? Okay, so at least there's consistency.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's not the same writers, but at least there's consistency. I thought that was actually funny.
Yeah, that was.
So Johnny's main student, his name is Miguel Diaz, and very first thing he does is he does the crane technique. Gets the point, and Johnny just kind of looks over at Daniel like, look, you little son of a bitch. I thought that was really cool. Fan theory-wise, what was another one besides the crane kick? There was, the entire series kind of sort of plays into that theory of Daniel being the bully.
Yes.
Of Daniel being the antagonist. And if you haven't seen, there's a viral video with like fucking 1 trillion views about why Daniel was the bad guy in Karate Kid and not Johnny. And it almost seems like they kind of wrote Daniel's part as more arrogant, more asshole, more out to get Johnny. You know what I mean? They did.
You know, I don't know if it's that or if him being wealthy makes him more entitled to where the asshole just came out in him.
That could have been.
That's
could have been, because you know what? With money comes power.
Yeah. Yes.
You're not wrong. That could have definitely been a thing. But Daniel LaRusso in this one is way more arrogant and in your face about, I'm going to stop you and you're not going to do anything about it kind of thing. So, and all the references to the old movies, like you were saying, the spaghetti, when he was supposed to go out with Allie and she was at the country club with her parents and Johnny kisses her and then Daniel falls and gets all that spaghetti sauce on him. They talk about that. They actually talk about that while they're sitting in a bar together.
Right.
Having drinks together.
Right.
At one point it's like, holy shit, are these two guys becoming friends?
Right. There's like a little bromance there.
A little bit,
yeah.
And along with that, in that episode, it was cool. And they even mentioned this, how, you know, they're actually, Daniel has a dojo, or training, dojo basically in his house. And they pull up, and Johnny's like, "Come on, let's do it.
Yeah, one time, and Daniel's like, "Okay, just one time, and that's it." You know,
yeah, like Rocky 3.
Exactly. I think it's referenced like Rocky.
No, he actually says that. Rocky 3. Yes.
Yeah. So they were gonna have one last hoorah, one last fight not even to see who's better, but probably to bury the hatchet. It would have been the perfect time. It would have ended everything.
It was on its way to that.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately it was fucked up because
Johnny's son, who is Ralph Macchio or Daniel LaRusso's student, kind of steps in there and was like, "Hey, I need to tell you something." And that's whenever Johnny is like, "You've been teaching him," and he gets pushed and everything just goes to shit even further.
Now, to be fair, Daniel didn't know.
Daniel did not
he was
know.
His son. Actually, he was mad about that. He was pissed off about that. He was like, "You lied to me," because he's working for Daniel. And the son goes to work for Daniel so he can tell his dad and get his dad pissed.
Right.
Well, he winds up kind of connecting with Daniel as I think a father figure, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
And he starts training with him. And Daniel's just looking for someone to train with. Daniel hadn't really trained in a while. He used to train with his daughter.
Right.
And, when last time they trained, she was like 8. Because I think she even says that was 8 years ago and she's 16 in the show.
Right. She's dating his other son's a little prick. He would rather be fucking pushing buttons on a video game or just being a little asshole than learning something and some martial arts and getting out there and training and everything.
Daniel's looking for someone to train with, and this kid comes along and he's like, "Yeah, I'll do it," knowing that his dad opened up Cobra Kai and that he did it to get back at his dad, and ultimately wound up kind of bonding with Daniel, like a father-son kind of relationship. So when they come home, they're both kind of drunk. They go in the dojo, and the kid's there. Johnny's son is there, and he pops up around the corner, and Johnny's like, "What the hell?" And he says something about dad, or jumps between him and Daniel.
He takes Daniel's side of it. He puts his dukes up to his own dad.
Right.
And was like, hey, you're not gonna touch him. You're gonna have to go through me.
Right.
Which is like insult to injury. You
Yeah.
know?
So
I mean,
he actually says dad, and Daniel's like, Dad.
Yeah.
Like he had no idea, and that's very clear in the episode. Actually, he had no clue. So you want to talk about anything else, or do you want to talk about how it ended and where the future goes from here? Like, what are we?
I want to talk about the tournament, I guess.
Let's talk about the tournament.
Okay,
Let's
the
talk about
tournament. First off, the reason why Johnny is teaching these kids and he's taking all the screw ups, all the nerds, all the weaklings, and giving them purpose, giving them that confidence, giving them that self awareness of what they can do and even what they can't do, and showing them, hey, fucking Johnny's language in this whole thing is hilarious.
It's awesome.
It's
awesome.
Yeah. First, he's stuck in 1980. He's always watching. He gets his inspiration from Iron Eagle.
Iron Eagle. That's hilarious to me. Iron Eagle is like what he's watching Iron Eagle one night, just sitting there on this couch drinking beer, and this scene, and he's like, holy shit, I gotta do something with my life.
Yeah.
So Iron Eagle made him reopen Cobra Kai, basically.
Right. But you got this dude like with the lip. He got a cleft lip scar.
Lip.
Yeah. He gets him to change his whole image. You know, he becomes Hawk.
Well, because and the funny thing is, like when he's teaching these kids, he gives nicknames to everyone. Like he was Lip, just because he had a scar in his lip from surgery from having cleft lip. And then this kid leaves, comes back, and complete like overhaul on his image, mohawk, and he's like, all right, you're Hawk now.
Yeah.
So he's what he's doing is he's weeding out the extra weak. Is what he's doing. Basically, it's like, look, if you can't take some words, you're never going to be able to take
a punch
or pretty much
a kick, which is something he has them do. He has them, everyone who is a Cobra Kai, get punched in the face.
Yeah. Anyways, the tournament. Go on.
The tournament, yeah. They show up in Cobra Kai fashion. They are marching Cobra Kai, Cobra Kai, Cobra Kai, Cobra Kai. You know, it's like, oh, what an entrance, you know, and just dominate. They brought Cobra Kai back. You know, they won. Miguel ends up winning over LaRusso's kid.
The bottom line is, though, Cobra Kai karate was good karate.
Yes.
It was just the mentality or the mentalness taught and trained in it was where the bullshit really came in.
Right.
The way they thought. They were taught well as far as the physical form of Cobra Kai karate,
right.
But the mindset is really where Cobra Kai faults. Go on.
Right.
Miguel, yeah, it's one of those things where like it's building up to this last fight, and of course it's Johnny's son, it's Miguel Diaz, it's Johnny's number one student, and I remember I was sitting there, I was going, there's no way that Johnny's son's gonna win. They can't let his son win. Like they have to let Miguel win.
I actually started getting a little bit mad because I was like, man, if this kid wins,
right.
First, I don't really like the kid's face.
I don't like the kid's face either, honestly. The guy who plays Johnny's son, Bobby, wasn't it Bobby? Robbie.
Yeah.
I'm actually glad, and that's a testament to the writing right there. It's like the obvious thing would have been to emulate exactly what happened at the end of the first one.
Right.
The good guy wins after getting picked on and neglected and whatever else, and that didn't happen. The quote-unquote bad guys won.
Which the bad guys were the good guys, really. I mean,
actually, the bad guys were the good guys. Because the bad guys were getting picked on and getting bullied, and this kid, like Johnny, just happened to excel at karate.
Right.
Going forward, though, because John Kreese shows up at the end.
Well, okay, one thing I have to mention, the whole show was very well done, very good. I was excited. It was a very good show. If you haven't seen it, go see it.
Very good show.
The one thing that I was like, really? You guys fucking came at this with some bullshit was whenever LaRusso was doing the one-handed handstand.
The handstand, yeah.
Looking like fucking Luke Skywalker.
Yeah,
I was just like, oh my god. That's that. Other than that though, I was surprised. It did everything I was hoping and more for me.
Yeah, because even in that moment, I remember looking at you and we were both like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Outside of that,
it was awesome.
It was awesome. Yeah. It was one stupid little part.
Yeah.
So, anyways, like we said, at the end, John Kreese shows up, who's supposed to be dead.
Don't copy me like that.
He's obviously not. And Johnny, though, is seeing... he's seeing his students get into that Cobra Kai mentality that he was in and that John Kreese put them in. And he's realizing he's put them in that mentality.
Right. He's realizing he's fucked up. He's like...
Right. It's not... I don't think it's any fault of his own because that's the way he was taught.
Right.
So you're going to teach the way you were taught.
Right.
And there was even a point with was it Hawk? Remember, he takes that cheap shot on him.
Yes, he took the cheap shot on Robbie.
Because Robbie has a shoulder injury. Hawk takes a cheap shot from behind after it was supposed to be break.
Yeah. He gave him the shoulder injury.
Was that what gave him the injury?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Robbie got a point, and then Hawk kicked him in the shoulder, kind of like dislocated it or something.
Yeah, that eliminated Hawk.
Disqualified him, yes.
Yeah, it disqualified Hawk, and Johnny was like, dude, what the hell? And he's like, Cobra Kai, something like that. Like, no mercy, whatever.
Yeah, Johnny's like, we don't, that's not how you win. If we're going to win correctly, with style and how it should be, And...
He's realizing with Hawk at least, and Miguel also, you see this change, this attitude change.
Right.
These guys they're the dorks of the school.
Right.
Okay, they start kicking a couple of people's asses, and then all of a sudden, now they're almost the bullies. They're bullies without necessarily provoking. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Now at the tournament, they were there to handle business. They handle business.
Right. Hey,
they
do
handle
that.
fucking business.
Put Cobra Kai back on the map.
They put Cobra Kai back on the map, exactly. John Kreese shows up, and Johnny has this oh fuck look on his face. And I think at the end of the first film, in the tournament, and especially at the beginning of the second film when they're in the parking lot and Kreese attacks him and is like, second place sucks. You know? I think Johnny, in the movie in Karate Kid, he was realizing, you know what, mate, this ain't the way. Like, this isn't what karate's supposed to be. So seeing Kreese, seeing his reaction to Kreese, and he said nothing to Kreese.
Right.
That was the end of it. Like, they showed Johnny's oh shit look, and it cut to black.
Yeah, he was like, I always knew you were a winner. And
Kreese came in and said that.
Yeah, because he brought Cobra Kai back from the ashes.
Right.
He gave it a birth. He rebirthed it. To be champions again. They're back on top. It's
so
the first movie all over again. But nowadays.
So what do you see season 2? What do you see progressing? What do you see? Where do you think Johnny's going to be? Is he going to stay with Cobra Kai? Is he going to what do you think's going to happen?
Here's where I would go with it. Okay. Chris comes in and pretty much kicks Johnny out. Terry Silver comes in and pretty much like, oh, you don't own this. I own this. This is my name. This is my company, my business. I got the deed right here. I got the paperwork and everything. So they kick him out. That, or give him the option to stay on as a sensei. But he's like, nah, you guys are involved. This is bad juju right here. I already know where this goes. Right. It's have a flashback of episode Karate Kid Part 2 when he's getting choked out. Yes.
Kid 2, yeah.
Yes. So it would be awesome if they could get Mike Barnes on that too. Be Terry,
Kreese, Mike, and Kreese.
And yes.
Okay, they come back basically. They're the bad guys, in Part 3.
Yes.
Okay.
Johnny is like, holy shit. This ain't. He already knows that he's doing it wrong. He already knows that it's not going to be able to work out for him. Just him being able to look at himself in the mirror. He ain't going to be able to handle that.
You see that character kind of evolve.
Yes.
You see this character evolve from this just fuck it all, fuck life, it sucks and I know it, nothing I can do about it, so fuck it, to somebody with a heart, and actually he's a deadbeat dad. He actually wants to get back in Robbie's life and whatnot.
Right.
So Johnny is evolving. The character is evolving. Kreese being there, and I'm with you on this, I think he's going to go, hang on a second, this ain't the karate that I want to put out there and I want to put across, especially during the tournament.
Right.
When he's telling his guys, hey, fucking don't cheat.
It's second chances.
Right.
Second chances, and he ain't trying to cut no corners.
Right.
He's trying to do shit proper. He's trying to do shit right. The way it should have been done. So he's John Kreese and them, they give him the option. He's like, no, thank you. He goes, Machio opens the door and he's like, oh, what are you doing? Just go. He's like, Kreese is back. We need to put Cobra Kai in the ground, and from there,
like that could be the end of episode 1. Right?
Yeah, yes. He becomes a sensei or a teacher, instructor, and then Miyagi-Do karate.
You think they actually opened up maybe their own dojo called Miyagi-Do? Maybe.
Well, at the end, he's like, "This is Miyagi-Do dojo right here," and it's Miyagi's old house. It's you got all the cars.
I forgot about that.
You got all the cars tarped up, and
I forgot about that.
And Johnny's son is like, "What's that?" He's like, "Don't worry about it." He's like, "Just keep on walking," And you even see his yellow,
it's a Ford 1934 Ford. Anyways,
yeah. They see his birthday car, and. So he's like, this is Miyagi-Do karate, all we need is students. So Johnny goes over there, he brings the students. What students will come with him? Because Hawk is Cobra Kai through and through. He is, he's dead set balls on that,
48 Ford Super Deluxe.
48 Ford
Club
Super
convertible.
Yeah, that's, anyways, yeah.
Yeah. I think to expand on what you're saying, I think I agree with you. I think I definitely see Johnny Lawrence leaving Cobra Kai. Does it happen right away? That's the only question. Do they stretch this out to where he's still with Cobra Kai through episode or season 2 and the beginning of season 3? That's to be determined. If they're gonna bring back Kreese, I think a takeover is inevitable.
Yes.
I think that's the route they have to go with it.
Well, that's the way they were kind of leaving it.
Yes. And I think Johnny
came back from the dead.
I think Johnny has to get away from that, step away from that. I definitely, like you said, I see Johnny and Daniel teaming up. Yeah. Okay, and this is where Robbie and Johnny get back together and bond together.
Yeah, exactly.
Father and son. On top of that, Daniel's daughter, she's gonna start taking lessons.
Hey, Daniel's daughter can probably whoop them all.
Probably
whoop them all, dude. She got set. Yeah.
Hawk, I don't see. He's already in it.
Like, he's Cobra Kai.
He's Dutch.
He's Dutch. He's Dutch. Yeah.
I could see Miguel. He got an attitude, but to be honest and to be fair, it was jealousy provoked because of Johnny's son.
Yeah, because of Johnny's kid's a little bit of a dickhead. A lot of a dickhead.
And he's supposed to be this kind of pretty boy and
bad boy, but
Miguel's not.
But I don't like his face.
I don't like his fucking face
or his attitude.
His mouth. I don't like his
It's his fucking eyes. No.
Anyways, I could see Miguel maybe not right away, but eventually
realizing
right.
But like Miguel is pro Johnny. He's not necessarily so much. I mean, he's pro karate or Cobra Kai, but
really he's pro Johnny Lawrence.
Yes,
I actually mentioned this earlier.
You did.
I cut the conversation. I was like, hang on, let's say I'm glad you brought this back up actually, because I forgot about it. That's the thing is Miguel throughout the whole
shit.
I know, right? throughout the series, Miguel is defending Johnny. He's not defending Cobra Kai. He's defending Johnny
with his mom, with everything. I mean,
everything. Everybody.
Yeah, it's
during the tournament, he saw Robbie, which was Johnny's son. That pissed him off because to Miguel, it looked like Robbie was trying to scam on a squirrel. Right?
What?
To Miguel, it looked like Robbie was trying to scam on his squirrel because hanging out with Russo's daughter.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I've never heard that before.
Really? Scam on a squirrel?
I've never heard that before. I'm like, what the fuck?
My bad.
I'm like, where did this whole what are we talking about?
So he was
scam on a squirrel. I like that.
He was basically so basically to a degree, but not really. He was basically Daniel and Allie. Yeah, he was in the middle of them.
Well,
the difference is though, Robbie wasn't necessarily trying to date Daniel's daughter.
Who's just trying to get fucked?
Well, I mean, I don't even know if I'd say that. He was just around her. He was around her, okay?
Dude, there was deception in those eyes.
I mean, yeah.
Okay? Yeah. And motive in his actions.
You're not wrong.
Straight up.
So at the tournament, Miguel was seeing red. Miguel was I'm going to teach this motherfucker a lesson.
And he did. Good for you,
Miguel.
And he did,
and it's going to be legal. I mean, right? He basically, I'm going to kick his ass legally. No one's going to stop me this time because they started to get into it and she jumped in the middle of them. Right. But overall, Miguel's a good kid. And again, like we just said, he's pro Johnny.
Right.
He defends Johnny, not necessarily Cobra Kai. So I could see him going, like you just said, where Johnny goes. So maybe that's our core of like Daniel's daughter, Johnny's son, Miguel. Who is the friend, the bigger black girl?
With the glasses?
Yeah, with the glasses. I could see her going
yeah,
with Johnny and Miguel because they're friends.
Yeah, she's number 2 student, you know?
Probably. Well, Hawk is number 2, but
she was the second one to join.
Hawk stays.
Hawk stays.
Hawk's
Cobra Kai.
He's Cobra Kai.
He's already got the taste in his mouth.
You're not wrong.
He spits venom right now, you know? So, but yeah, I mean, but that's an all-star lineup. If they did do Miyagi-Do. You got LaRusso, you got Johnny, you got their kids.
Yes.
You know, which the chick in her own right can probably beat everyone up that was in the tournament.
They very much allude to the fact that she knows martial arts. And even at the end.
Not only knows, but is very good at it.
Yeah.
Johnny's son, which,
got better.
He ain't no slouch.
He ain't no slouch.
Yeah. And then Miguel on top of that, you know, last year's champion. Yeah.
Last year's champion.
That right there is a hell of a lineup, you know? The only people that could probably take them out, I mean, if Barnes had a kid, you know, and just...
I mean, the only people who probably take them out is like the original Cobra Kai in the first movie. Right? Johnny, Tommy, Bobby, Dutch.
And the fifth guy.
Who was always around.
There are 5 Cobra Kai.
There are 5 Cobra Kai, yes. Anyhow, I think I'm pretty much tapped out unless there's anything else you want to touch on. I think we've kind of covered everything, really.
Dude, I'm excited for season 2 and 3. And
so fucking excited for
I'm
season
glad
2.
they made this, and my hat's off to you. You know, good job. It was well done, and
so season 2. If there's something in season 2, and you know what I'm talking about, then I will make my own fan theory video that no one has ever brought up, no one has thought of. There's nothing on the internet about it at all. This is something that I've been obsessing over for 9 months now.
Well, both of us.
Yeah, it started with me. I brought you into it, and I apologize for that. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, but I got this fan theory that's like...
I'm not sorry. I think you can do it now.
I
know you can do it now. It's just...
I know.
You're so pro Karate Kid that you don't want to fucking look at it for what it is.
No, it's not that. It's not that. I'm waiting on a couple of key pieces of information before I can definitively say, and I don't want to make a video unless I can definitively say... Don't look at me like that. Quit. But no, this is something actually that me and you've been working on, and Pat has helped me out with it to a degree. Pat the NES Punk. If I find something out before then I will absolutely make my theory video. I have this whole web of a theory with something, and Karate Kid.
There needs to be a disclaimer on it. Watch out, your head will fucking explode, because it is mind-blowing.
We have gotten fucking deep into the research with... Let me put it this way. There's no one on the planet who knows Karate Kid better than me and him. We probably know Karate Kid better than the fucking writer at this point. But I don't want to get into that right now.
All right, so let's not get into it.
I just played that up for 5 minutes, but I'm not going to get into it.
All right.
No, but anyways, season 2, Cobra Kai, this is season 1 recap. Spoilers, spoiler talk. Fucking loved it.
Yes.
2 thumbs up. Go watch it. And if you're watching this now and you watched it before you watched this, then good for you. You guys, let us know what you think. Put your own theories, Karate Kid and Cobra Kai theories down below. Let's talk. Let's have fucking Karate Kid talk. I can make like a video a week on the Karate Kid. Actually, it would never get old. I don't think they want to see that though. Because we got a couple theories floating around other than illegal kicks and Daniel being the bully. We got a couple theories rattling around. Yeah. But anyways, thank you guys very much. And you're definitely going to get another video like this after season 2.
For sure.
So thanks. Later, guys.
Funding for the Game Chasers and the Shady J Show is made possible from our patrons on Patreon. Thank you.